Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to day 35, 36. Welcome back to Journey Across America. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Today we're going to do something just so fun. We're just going to go out and we're going to go hiking. We're going to go have some fun. We're going to go to the gym. Probably cook some dinner tonight and just keep on editing and keep the grind going. Maybe play some music. It's going to be a good day. I just woke up, maybe it's 11:30. I woke up probably at, I'd say like 10:45, 10:50. I slept pretty well. I got about 7 hours of sleep. Tired still, but that's okay. It looks so pretty outside. It is 61 degrees right now with a high of 70 around 2 o'clock. So, it's the perfect day to go and do some fun stuff. And I'm bringing you guys along for the ride with me. So let us get up. Okay, so I am all dressed up, ready to go, got my green shorts on, and you know what that means. That means we're going hiking. I have just been looking on all trails to see what would be like a good kind of hard trail to do, because we were just in Colorado and Arizona, and those trails are hard, and I want to keep up doing hard stuff. So the trail that I think I found, oh, you know what, let me check my watch. Let me charge up my watch real quick, just a little bit. The trail that I found says that it's a 4-hour hike. It's an out and back, and so I think that's what we're gonna do. It's called the Paugussett Trail, Webb Mountain to Indian Well. 4.5 stars, and it's a hard hike. So I think that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, I just made some coffee. Waiting for my Apple Watch to charge up just a little bit. You know, the battery life lasts a really long time on it. So it was at 37%, so probably once it gets to like 60%, which should not take, that cuckoo clock is awesome. It shouldn't take that long to get done. Probably at the most 30 minutes. At the most. The Apple Watches charge quick. But then my plan is to go and do this hike, and I'm excited, and we're going to try and do it. Since it takes about 4 hours, you know that I add a little bit of time when it comes to, I'm bringing my guitar, so we're going to play some music. It's a 9-mile hike, so 1,600 feet of elevation. So it's a pretty difficult hike. I mean, if we can't finish it, that's whatever. A lot of people saying they turn back. So we're going to bring guitar, and yeah, I'm bringing some water bottles. Rest in peace, Bucky's water jug. That now would be a great time to use it, but I mean, I am about to hydrate well here, and then I'm just going to bring extra water bottles with me. I think that's my general game plan. But yeah, it feels great. I mean, I haven't actually stepped outside. Let's see how it feels outside. Yes, I did use the selfie stick as a pusher, a button pusher. Can you already see the sun? Oh, it is a perfect hiking day. In fact, it doesn't get better than this, actually. I have this overlayer on, probably gonna come off, more than likely. But yeah, feels good. Feels nice to be in my homeland. I do love it here in Connecticut. It's just the winters can be a little brutal. Not as brutal as like places that I just was, but that's crazy that, you know, people decide to live in places where it is cold for the winter. For me, I've lived it my entire life, and I just can't do it. It's not for me. I can't live in, I like the winter, but like a month of winter is fine, and then the other 8 months of it I'm exhausted by. So this is the perfect time of year to be in Connecticut. The springtime, the fall time, the summertime in the Northeast is amazing. Top tier. I mean, we have great weather. It can be a little humid, but like that's whatever. Like truly it's whatever. And the temperatures usually, I mean, they'll get up there. They'll get into the 90s, but we never have to worry about like the hundreds. I mean, it happens, but it's rare. I was talking about this today. We are pretty blessed geographically with our location in terms of natural disasters and just like a lot of things relating to climate, and you know, Connecticut's dope. But yeah, no, I'm just waiting for my Apple Watch to charge, and we're gonna get out of here. I have a bad habit of before hiking not putting enough calories into my body, so I'm just making some Costco Kirkland bacon right now. Just something nice, high in calories, good amount of protein, good amount of fats. It's gonna give me energy to really push myself during this hike, which is what I want. And yeah, today's gonna be a bit of a strenuous physical day because I wanna go for this hike and then I wanna go to the gym, lift, because we hit chest and tries the other day in Denver. We never ended up hitting back and bis or legs, so while I am home, I would like to be consistent with the gym and my diet and just my exercise in general. Because the past month hasn't been bad. I mean, out of all the days in the past month, I mean, if I look on my phone, I actually have to check. And I don't know where my phone is. There it is. But I think out of like the past 31 days, I actually like exercised more than 20 of them. But that's still not every day, you know? So, and I would like to be at a point where I'm getting 2 every day. Bacon. Because you guys already know I drink enough liquids as it is. If we want to do this, though, we should start making moves, because it says by the time we arrive at the parking lot, it's going to be 12:45. And then realistically, by the time we start hiking, it's going to be 1. It's a 4-hour hike. We'll probably make it back by 6 if we stop to play guitar. So yeah, it's gonna be a good day. I've never hiked this trail, admittedly. So you and I are kind of doing this together for the first time, but it's gonna be great. A lot of things we've done together for the first time. So nothing out of the unusual, but we're gonna get started here.
excuse me. Sorry, take two. Can we start? No, shit. Number two. Take two. We are going to hear from you, the deviant, debauched, and in some cases, including the case shortly, deranged lithium listening public of North America. We'll hear from people who took time out of their day to call 877-92-LITHIUM to say stuff on our answering machine. In some cases, it's feedback about our programming. In other cases, it's some other nonsense. 92-LITHIUM, and we will hear from some of our devoted listeners, some of whom may be compromised shortly versus Radiohead.
Okay, we have made it to the trailhead. We're gone. And drink. All right, we have, as the signs clearly say, until sunset. So we just got to make sure we're back here around 7. But I think we should be back way before 7. All right, let me flip you guys around real quick. All right. Sweet. All right, I chugged that water. I guess I was thirsty. I'm going to chug another one too. That way we're nice and properly hydrated. I'm deciding against bringing the sweatshirt. I'm going to be too hot in it. I'm actually, in fact, probably going to take the shirt I'm currently wearing off, because you guys know I like to hike in the embraces of the sun. Is that right? I don't know. All right, I'm gonna drink this water real quick. Put you guys right there. That makes for 16. 5 water bottles is like 64 ounces. I don't know. I'm so bad at math. I shouldn't even be really trying to do it. Okay, keys, wallet. That stuff can go in the guitar case, so I don't have to have it in my pockets. See, this is why I was saying we're gonna get here at 12:45. We also got here at 12:57. We are a few minutes behind. It's okay. All right, put the keys in there. Put the wallet in there. Phone and here. Put this thing on my back. Heavy guitar case, but you know what? You know what I say. It gets lighter the further we go. All right, hair's a mess because I had the roof down. We begin. Here's the trailhead. Here, let's walk over. Go. All right, let's go look at the trailhead map, and then we're gonna just kind of get started. So this is apparently 9 miles. It takes 4 hours. It's 1 o'clock. That would mean we would get back around 5. If we have to turn around, we have to turn around, but I want to get a couple of miles in for sure. I know that to be certain. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna bring my bear mace too. I do have my knife with me, but just in case there is a bear or even some coyotes, we should be fine though. Hiking in Connecticut is no big front, so, but definitely if you see a bear, I mean, they're black bears here, and they won't really mess with you. You could get up pretty close to them, but if they have cubs, then, you know, any bear with cubs is gonna defend them. So we bring bear mace just in case. All right, we begin our journey. I will update you in a moment. That's a pretty cool transition, huh? Look at this beautiful water. Little creek. All right. Well, if we're doing this, now's the time. We begin our journey. I'm properly sunscreened up. Got my guitar case on comfortably. That's the important part. See, that's the thing I don't ever talk about. Is this guitar case can be a little bit uncomfortable. Oh. Let me start the all trails. Let us begin. I am so excited to be out here hiking in Connecticut. I love hiking in Connecticut. It's just the winter months make it hard. I mean, I was going for like winter walks, winter hikes, most of this past winter just to try and keep my metabolism up and stuff. And just make sure I'm maintaining activity, because I'll tell you this much, once you reach 285 pounds and you know what that feels like walking, you know, walking 300 feet and feeling like your heart is going to explode, you never want to go back to that. At least for me personally, I don't. And so I do like to eat food. That is something that I know about myself. I love to eat. I love good food. I love sweet treats. And so I can have all those things as one if I eat them in kind of, oh, this is muddy. If I eat them in disparity, one, but two also, oh nice, it cuts through here. But two, sorry. Two, just maintaining my activity levels and really make sure I'm getting my steps in every day and all that. And the travel days make it harder, but I've been coming up with a pretty foolproof system, and that is whenever I have to stop to pee, I just park at the furthest parking spot, and that helps get at least a couple more steps in, you know? Okay, so this bridge was very misleading. We're actually supposed to climb up this. So there is 1,600 feet of elevation gain in this hike. So let us begin. See, now this is what I'm talking about. Where are you? Hi. Okay. Am I going the right way now? No. Where the fuck? Oh, down there. Wonder where this goes up to. Oh my God. They do not have these trails well marked. Okay, I see. We're cutting through here. Okay. Damn. I was ready to walk up all that. No, I see where we're going now. Okay. That was a moment of I went down two wrong paths. I didn't go down. They've got a lot of different paths here, so shout out to this park for having that. I didn't go up that one. I went down that over there, then I went up that over there. So definitely got lost. Also, look at these big old trees that are down. Got to make sure that we pay attention for falling trees, because that has been a big problem in Connecticut, is fallen trees. So luckily it's not too windy today, but it's always just good to be careful. So I've never been to this park, but it is really pretty. They've got a lot of good stuff, got a lot of bridges, a lot of paths. So shout out to this park. I don't even remember what it's called, to be honest. I'll look at the footage. And that bridge is a little shaky. Check it out. So be careful if you're coming here to walk. All right, we are beginning our first climb in elevation. Let's see how much All Trail says. About 300 feet, so nothing too brutal. A lot of spider webs out here, but it's that time of year. We're just gonna walk and walk and walk and walk, and you know, it's a 9-mile hike, so it's a pretty long one, and I think it's an out and back too, so I think we stay kind of consistent around the area that we're going in. So anyways, I'll update you guys when I move a little further. Okay, let's check it out. We're at the trail marker. There's a road and houses and that the trail follows, but I think we keep going up to the right, and hopefully we don't get hit by traffic. What do they say? Stay on the oncoming side of traffic. That is what we shall do. I don't think we're on the road for long. Definitely some elevation climb, like in terms of the grade, the incline grade. But nothing will ever ever hurt as bad as coming up that Grand Canyon. My heart was flying. See, the nice thing is like, yeah, my heart is somewhat pumping going up this 140, but I can breathe. Like, air makes all the difference. We definitely, that if there's one thing we really take for granted, it's the air that we breathe. But it is a perfect day out here in Connecticut. I love days like today. Okay, so we are on Poet Path. I almost just ate shit on a rock, but we are here, we are alive, we are well. We are missing no teeth, which is good. Very residential, this area. It's like the walking path kind of cuts between the houses, which is cool. They should do an event where they race down this every year and have a big party on the sideline. Be a good way to raise funds for the town. Shelton, I think that's where I am. I'm in Shelton. But yeah, all is going well. That was the first big incline. It's only 238 feet according to my watch. And yeah, the Poet Path. There's some free information for y'all. But we keep walking. I gotta pee soon, but I'm gonna wait until I'm out of the residential areas to pee. See, that's my issue, is I drink so many liquids, but I always have to pee. And you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is a holdup. So this is beautiful though. We're just walking like kind of on the side of one of these hills. Hear all the birds, the woodchucks. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? That sounds so cool. I'm gonna shut up. Where is he? He's up there somewhere. It's very cool. The valley to the right, or to the left of me, rather. Valley to the left. Houses on hills to the right, kind of just walking on the side of this. I wouldn't call it mountain per se, but I would call that a big hill. But yeah, just walking. My mom called me and she's like, "You're hiking?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm hiking," you know. I sent her the link so she can watch as I hike. Shout out to All Trails, by the way. What a great idea for a feature. Okay. Climb over this. I hate those sticks that like to shove up my ass. Alright. Ooh, this looks nice. Ah, pretty. pretty good views in Connecticut as we walk down to walk back up. I'm pretty sure is what the situation is. This battery is about to die, so I'm gonna switch over to the other handheld. Big tree down, huge. See, that's the concern right there. But it's luckily not blocking the path. There is Roadwalk ahead though, it says on that sign. So we just gotta be careful. Look at these little stairs that lead right out to the road. You would never know unless you like are a hiker that these are here to walk the trail. This dog's been barking at me. Hi, boo-boo! Hey, we're headed to Indian Well Falls. We just got off the road and we're just walking. I'm recording with my iPhone right now because I'm letting the GoPro battery charge up with the Volta. It's good for about one full battery charge, and so I'm just letting it get as charged as I can, but I'm also trying to save energy on the iPhone, so I might not film for a little bit, but just know I'm walking in the woods. So the last clip you saw of me was probably on my iPhone, but something to check out really cool that I wanted to show you guys, something of note, rather, I guess I should say, is you can see these stone walls out here in the woods, and you'll see them all throughout New England. Now, I'm probably gonna butcher this, but if I'm not mistaken, those stone walls used to be property lines of the farms, like way back in the Dizay here in New England. But yeah, if you look off the sides of the highway, you could see them all over. I mean, they're littered throughout Connecticut. There actually is a really good hike. It's more like a walking path in Orange, Connecticut. I forget the name of the park. I'll have to look it up and I'll type it into the edit. But if you walk out in the woods there, and you can like really walk out in the woods there, it's similar to this, but even a little bit more desolate. Like you aren't really seeing the houses and stuff. And you could see tons and tons of them. They run for most of the park. It's really cool. And they're like out there in the back of the woods, like nowhere. There obviously hasn't been a house in however long, you know. So it's really cool. But yeah, I'm just walking. This GoPro has been charging up. It's in yellow now rather than red, so that's good. We've walked 2.16 miles. Feeling good, feeling great, honestly. It said we have another 2 miles, 2.9 miles until the falls. So not too bad. And then I think it's just in and out. So then I think we just turn right back around and come the way we came. So it'll be a good day of hiking. I've burned 320 calories thus far. I always think that the Apple Watch is a little inaccurate with the active calories burned, personally, but I think it's around that. I would probably say I'm at like 200 maybe calories burned. I don't know, like I'm not counting each kilocalorie that is being burned as I walk through this forest, but I would assume. Yeah, and honestly, the elevation, like the incline, was really bad in that first part. It wasn't even that it was bad. It was just, it was there for like 300 feet straight up, and then it evened out, and then we came down. Now we're kind of just going up and down a little bit. So anyway, look at how beautiful. In the woods, in Connecticut. It really doesn't get better than this, folks. So, funny enough, I actually have been in this section of woods in Connecticut before, which I know sounds crazy because I am again walking through the woods. But I've been to this park before. I remember because we were fucking around over here in this little fire pit area. Look at this beautiful little creek. I think we're going that way. When we hiked it, we went up that way. This is a great hike too. This one is actually, this is a pretty demanding one. You know, Connecticut demanding. You go up, I think it's 600 feet of altitude, or of elevation, in like no time at all. It's really, it's good. It's a good cardio workout. But look at us crossing the... Yeah, no, I figured I'd show you guys that spot. It's a cool spot. Something. Squirrel running around or something. It's a cool spot though. I highly recommend if you're, I also forget the name of that trail, but I'll try and find it and I'll type it into the edit. All right. We're coming up on the Overlook. Beautiful hike here, out here in the Connecticut. I wouldn't necessarily call it wilderness, but I'm going to. But no, I'm just joking. It's beautiful out here in the woods. I love Connecticut woods. But yeah, feeling good. At 2.5 miles. Oh, this is beautiful. Keeps climbing up, but it's nice. Good on the heart rate. Feeling good. And yeah, just enjoying, really. I couldn't be more happy that this is the weather that I came back to from the West Coast, for real. All right, look at how pretty we just came from down there. Whew. That's why I'm breathing. Look at that. Gorgeous view. First landmark is pretty amazing. Can't wait till these trees grow back, but look how beautiful. Look how beautiful. Look at that water down there. That's pretty sweet, huh? Look at that. But this is a good spot. We might stop here on the way back, because on the way back it'll be hopefully like around 4 p.m. golden hour. Get some good shots. I don't know. A boy can dream, right? But I'm pretty sure now that we've made it to this, we're almost halfway done with the hike, which means we're almost there, and then we just got to go back. Let me check the trail map though, make sure I'm going the right way. Yes. But no, I'm feeling good. I'm telling you, the elevation makes such a crazy difference. Being at, what am I at? 393 feet versus like even like 5,000 feet, 4,000 feet. The air is just so much more breathable, and so it's a lot less strenuous. But this hike is really, I mean, they had this hike in the hard category. Granted, we haven't started making our way back yet, but if this is kind of how the remainder of the hike is, I mean, I would put this in my own category as an easy, because like the Kentucky hike, that was a hard hike. They had that as a moderate. Grand Canyon, that was a hard hike. They had that as a hard hike though. Sedona, they had as a hard hike, and I would say that was a moderate hike because there was a lot of elevation gain. It was just long, you know, but we're actually, this hike is about equivalent in distance. And I could tell you that this is easier than Sedona because Sedona was up high, and again, it's just hard to catch your breath up there. But it really actually, it's supposed to be super good for you and good for your expanding your lung capacity. So which I do really desperately need to do. I can't front, like when I was up there, it definitely helped me with my air control when it came to singing, because if I use too much air, shit, I mean, I wouldn't be able to finish my melodic phrases and like all the things that I sing, all the accentuations and whatever nonsense. Also, the Birchbank connector. Is that the correct definition of what this is? A creek? It's got to be, right? Yeah. How beautiful. Like, high key, Connecticut really, like, look at that water. Connecticut high key slaps, I'm telling you. Especially this time of the year, like, you're missing out if you're not in the Northeast in the springtime. Truthfully, we get a lot of rain, but that's okay. Like, even the rainy days are nice rainy days. They're not like, you know, I guess it depends on if you like rainy days or not. I do like rainy days. I'm not a big fan of like thunderous rainy days, but if it's like overcast, raining, drizzling, enough where you can go hiking, and actually it might even give you like some cool, like nice, like cool droplets of rain to cool you down when you're hiking. I mean, that's top tier. It doesn't really get better than that. I even like hiking in the snow. I mean, it can get cold, but if you're layered up properly, like, winter hiking is amazing. It just does get cold. I don't think I could do too extended of a hike in the winter. Like, I could probably go 3, maybe 4 hours, so about the distance I'm going today, I would say, if I was bundled up properly with like my nice winter jacket, my thermals, probably a few more layers, gloves, all that kind of stuff, my winter, like my boots and some wool socks. Yeah, I could be out here for 4 or 5 hours, and until I would be like, all right, I'm getting sick of the cold. But also, you know, they make those hand warmers. Shout out to the Outdoor Boys YouTuber. He's like my favorite, one of my favorite YouTubers that I've watched a lot of YouTube. I would honestly say that's been my main kind of content hole for the longest time now. Truly, that in video games. I don't really watch or play video games too much anymore, besides the occasional World of Warcraft classic with my parents and my cousin. But YouTube, I still watch a decent amount, not as much as I used to, because nowadays I'm so busy. Like, I mean, you guys see me, you guys literally see every day, and I'm just trying to be out doing stuff and create, because it's what I love to do, and really it's the only thing that relinquishes my anxieties and all the things that are just kind of make it more arduous to go through the daily process of life. And it doesn't necessarily get rid of them, it just helps, I don't know, it helps make it easier to get through them when it does occur. And it lessens the frequency of those anxieties and all that good stuff. And yeah, anyway, not to get all deep on a Wednesday afternoon in the middle of the woods in Connecticut, but that's kind of what life's all about, right? Anyway, I'm gonna stop my rambling, and I am going to try and move my body a little quicker so I can get the heart rate up. We're at 114 right now, so we're actually kind of chilling. I feel fine. So anyways, what did you oh, okay, this is apparently the steepest part. We got to climb up that. That's me pointing the camera up. That's me pointing the camera straight. Literal wall. This is awesome. Climbing up. Beautiful. We just came from down there. Big old rocks. Not quite as big as the rocks we've been seeing, but still big old rocks nonetheless. And you know me, I do love me some big old rocks. See, look. Rocks, they're big. Pouring energies out from the earth. All right, cut through here. All right. They said that this is the steepest part of the hike, and if that's so, then we are chilling. I could climb this shit all day. For real, for real. Whew. All right, Burritts Bypass or Paugussett Trail. We're going staying on the Paugussett. Paugussett. Let me know down in the comments. Someone do one of those phonetic things. Oh. Straight up. All right, back to the grind. Okay, so there actually is a little bit of climbing. So there's Shelton down there, Derby maybe. Just a little bit of like rock kind of steppiness where you just want to make sure you have good placement on your way down. Oh, I need both hands here. Excellent. Yeah, just a little bit. Got to make it over this. Just a little bit of climb. Luckily, if you fall, it's not like too treacherous of a fall that you might get really hurt, but it is still a fall. It would hurt, no doubt. Okay, stop here. All right. Actually, this should be easier to come back through than it is the first time around. Okay. Nice. All right. Oh, careful. Okay, coming down. See, this is a moment when the head strap would have been nice. I was thinking about bringing it. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna need it. But right in this moment, it would have been really great because you actually would have gotten to see the POV of how I'm climbing this. But all right, I think the scrambly bit is over. Pretty good though. That was pretty fun. I do like climbing me some rocks. I can't front. Again, it's the same idea with like with driving. I really like puzzles, and they're like life's puzzles. Rock scrambling and hiking and driving. It's a new opportunity for challenge on the daily, and I like challenge. I like being challenged, and so it feels good. That's all. Mile 4 in the books, which means we've almost got to be there, because if it's a 9-mile hike and it's an out and back, that means we're getting close towards the end. That's what the trail map looks like too. Oh no, mud. It's okay. That's why the waterproof shoes are good. See? I plan ahead. I know what I'm doing, okay? These are great hiking shoes, actually. Shout out to OnCloud. They make, I mean, these are the, I think they're the Cloud Surfer Trail waterproof. Great pair of shoes, actually. I use them in the snow, I use them in the rain, use them in the mud, and these are the shoes I hiked the Grand Canyon with. These are the shoes I hiked Sedona with. These are pretty much my hiking shoes. I do have a pair of hiking boots, but I find they hurt my feet more. I like hiking in shoes. I feel like I have more grip and kind of more. The only thing is the ankle support, but what are you gonna do? See, now this is really meta. Okay. We're going up. It says falls this way. See? Falls. That way. Hear it. I hear the waterfall. It says falls that way, but there is path here. Oh, path straight down. So I go around, I see. Okay, around we go. We have made it to the destination. All right, how do we get across? Do we hike down there or hike around? I think we hike around. Huh. Man, that was a good first half of the hike. It's the beginning is always the hardest part. I've come to find with like things like this that are, you know, long drives. The beginning is always the hardest. I don't care what anyone says because you have the longest distance to go. So you're like, oh, fuck. And I can't front, the second hardest part is right where I'm at right now, because now I know that everything I just did, I have to do again. But luckily, it actually wasn't that bad. Really, 5 miles in, out, it's not terrible. Here we are. Let's play a song. Walking alone by myself, a path I've made for myself. There are times when I walk the unknown. My worst enemy is the thought that holds me still for my time to come. Time that's taken back forever could be gone. I wish I could explain what's going on with me. I'll keep hidden once again. The truth only comes out at night. The truth only comes out at night. I can't choose between wrong and right. The truth only comes out at night. Talking alone by myself, deep in thought I lose my high self to my fear of the unknown, my fear of the unknown. My worst enemy is the thought that holds me still for my time to come. Time that's taken back forever could be gone. I wish I could explain what's going wrong with me. I'll keep hidden once again. The truth only comes out at night. The truth only comes out at night. I can't choose between wrong and right. The truth only comes out at night. I'll keep searching for the girl. I'll keep living in my world. Play my songs for those who want to hear. I'll keep loving with all my heart. Though my pain is all a part of what makes me who I am. The truth only comes out at night. The truth only
and shedding our skin. My dear, na 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 na, my dear friend, na 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 na, my dear friend. I want to know, why can't we be friends? Well, you've seen my thoughts, and so I can't pretend. And the memory of it all got washed away in the end. You want my mind, but take my heart instead. Comes down to what you want from me, and it all falls down when it's what I want from you. But it's up to us to take this to the end. But I run away, you hide your head again. Turning of the page, we both shed our skin. So I ask again, why can't we be friends? Well, you've seen my thoughts, and I know all of yours. Two different paths crossed at two different shores. We'll pave our way, only time will know for sure. It's hard to say goodbye as you're walking out the door. And it all comes down to what you want from me. And it all falls down when it's what I want from you. But it's up to us to take this to the end. But I run away, you hide your head again. The turning of the page, we both shed our skin. And so I ask again, why can't we be friends? And now that I've left, I know it's not the same. A trust that's been shattered, and I'm to blame. I run away to hide from all my pain. Will you forgive me? Will you forgive me? Can I forgive myself? I come crawling back, but you are still unsure. So you push me away, you don't want me anymore. Well, I found my way, only time will know for sure. I wish you well, I hope we find what we're looking for. And it all comes down to what you want from me. And it all comes down to what I want from you. But it's up to us to take this to the end. But I run away, you hide your head again. The turning of the page. redeem myself, well, I will. If you want me to enjoy myself, well, I will. Okay, that was a good little jam session here at the waterfalls. Ooh, excuse me. We are about to start making our way back. Oh, excuse me. Holy crap. I feel like I might have another one coming. Oh, wait. Careful. All right. Good. No, I think we're good. We're going to start making our way back. And it is 3:38. Sun's been going down around 7 these days. So we have plenty of time to make our way back. It only really took us 2 hours to get over here. So should only take us about 2 hours to get back. I don't really foresee me stopping. I might stop at that overpass to get one more video in front of that view. But other than that, I really think we're kind of just making our way back to the car. Got big rocks behind me. River. It's beautiful. Climbing up, steady incline. There was a pain in like my left kind of, I guess glute, hamstring. Is hamstring right below the glute? Whatever's right below the ass, okay? A slight twinge when I was starting to climb up. Feels better now. I think I was just sitting weird on that rock. It was not entirely the most comfortable rock to sit on, truth be told. Baseball game. This trail is cool how it hikes right next to like the waterfront and stuff. But yeah, we have a decently long way to go. I keep burping. I chugged 2 of the water bottles in my backpack to try and lighten up the load a little bit. Because this guitar case is heavy when it has all the waters in it. Plus I got other like essentials in there, like the other GoPro handle that charges, a couple more batteries. We might be honestly good on this one battery if things keep going the way they're going. But yeah, just walking, enjoying the hike, enjoying the views, enjoying the nature. Because you guys know I'm all about nature. We have officially gained over 1,000 feet in elevation. We've gained 1,200 feet in elevation thus far. And again, the elevation doesn't go much higher than I think maybe 500 feet is the maximum, but it's just a lot of up and downs in these valleys. Like a lot of just really straight up shots, like I just came from down there. In about, actually, there you go. If you can see where that tree is falling over there, big tree, I was just about there. And that's, I mean, it's down 50 feet, maybe a little less. But yeah, there is nothing better than climbing. It's like literally going to the gym, hopping on the treadmill and just doing incline walking. It is so good for the heart, so good for the body. You burn a ton of calories doing it. And really, I think it's my favorite form of exercise is hiking. So if anyone wants to come hiking with me, let me know down in the comments, or hit me up at Scrappy Nappy on Instagram and let me know if you want to go hiking, because I'm down to go hiking with really anybody. So let me know. Smiley face, love you. Okay. All right, so this is actually where the hike was gonna lead us to. So I think it's the overlook of the falls and then it loops back around. So we're gonna do that, and we're really gonna get our steps in today. I'm guessing a total of 12 miles by the time we get back to the car,
We are at 5.47. So we shall see. Okay. Another spectacular view. You see that? Yeah. Oh, gorgeous. The GPS says we are on the Ta Moor Preserve. It's really pretty. The trail has mostly leaf coverage on it at the current moment. But yeah, 4.6 miles remaining. Feeling good. The sun feels so nice. The breeze is perfect. The temperature is perfect. It's a perfect day for a hike because I am sweating, but the air, it's making it like almost like you're sitting in AC with the shirt off, and it feels fantastic. It really does. Oh man, just been out here thinking about the album, thinking about the Airstream, thinking about the future. I haven't said this on camera, but the budget for the album has been cut pretty significantly because we decided going with the Airstream Caravel instead of the Bambi. We figure if I'm going to be living in it, it's better to have more kind of amenities like solar power and black tank flush and lithium ion battery upgrades and just all this stuff that is going to make it a more cozy place to live. So that's kind of a thing, and so I had to cut the Airbnb budget. Had to cut a lot of things, but the album is still being recorded. We have the dates, but it's just going to be kind of the same as it was the first time around. Mike, I think, is still coming from California, and Caleb will be there, and haven't tracked down Henry yet, but Henry said he'll be there, and we know Ian's gonna be there, so it's gonna be great. We're probably gonna, some of us will stay inside Alex's barn. I'll probably bring the Airstream up because there's plenty of camps and parks around there to park it, and I'll have it by then, which will be sweet. And yeah, we're gonna be in the Northeast for a little while, so if you're a Northeast based creator or just someone in the Northeast who I know, hit me up. I'd be hiking on the daily, well, almost every day. I'm definitely going to be exercising on the daily, that is for certain. But yeah, someone left their water bottle. All right, bringing it with us. Don't fucking litter, people. It's so disgusting. It's for real. High key. A friendly reminder to all the people out there who may be watching this video who do like going out into the woods and who care about the earth and just like the lands and, you know, the thing that has sprung us to be able to be where we are today. If you're out there and you're hiking and you see like trash like on the trail, you know, you don't have to, because it is a free country, and I will attest to that. You know, I believe in that 100%. But if you have the kindness in your heart and you see trash on the trail that someone left behind, if you want to, you should pick it up and just bring it out with you, because especially if it's something simple like a water bottle, if someone leaves, you know, an entire pizza party that gets ravaged by coyotes, then, you know, that might be a little difficult to deal with when you're on the trail. But if you see a water bottle and you're hiking, and that's the, you know, it's just good to take it out with you, because it's good karma, in my opinion, you know, because you shouldn't leave trash on the trails. It's just fucked up. High key. So anyway, that's my little friendly reminder / request. If you see water bottles, especially plastic water bottles, because they create a lot of waste, and I know I am specifically really bad with that. I definitely use a lot of plastic water bottles, but that's because I keep them in the back of my car, because they are really convenient. But I do recycle, so, you know, you could also return them at your local, like, grocery stores, all the bottle deposits and stuff. Make a little money back, you know? That's always good. But I'm surprised on such a beautiful day there aren't more people out hiking. Well, I guess school would have just gotten out, so, but yeah, I don't know. I am surprised though. I figured there would be more people out hiking, but it is nice being out here kind of just in the woods. And it's not as like, the thing that's nice is, like, yes, I'm isolated a little bit more and there haven't been as many hikers, but there are houses all in the tree line, and like, I am not far. That's the nice thing about hiking, at least in this part of Connecticut, and really like near where, like, this kind of area, New Haven County and stuff, is you are never super far from help if you need it. Like, I've had cell phone service pretty much the whole time that I've been out here. I mean, I haven't really been checking too often, but I have, every time I have had my phone to look at all trails, I've had service, and I've been able to make calls and texts and stuff, although I haven't texted or called anyone. But that's my point. And by the way, if you ever do text me or hit me up on Instagram, or even call me and I don't answer within, you know, almost right away, because I'm pretty good when it's texting. I try to be good about it. My friends would probably tell you I'm awful at it, but that's always because whenever people text me, I'm always out doing shit. Well, at least nowadays. Back in the day, it was just because I was depressed, but now it's because I'm actually out here, like, hiking and seeing the sights, playing the songs, being creative, doing my thing. Because that's all I can really do right now, you know? That's where I'm at in my life. I just need to do my thing and make and create and enjoy. And that's really where what I'm trying to do, and that's what I've been doing. And I've been succeeding, and there have been ups and downs, but I really do feel better than when I left Connecticut a little over a month ago. So that's good. But oh, my ears popped. Anyway, I'm gonna drink this water. Actually, here, I'll let you guys watch me drink it. You guys can watch me chug down a little agua. Oh, oh. Yum. I just poured water, the little tiny bit of water that was left in this water bottle, on my head, and felt fantastic. I can't front. It's perfect temperature. Also, someone left their jacket out here. See, like, things like that, I'm not carrying out with me. I'll carry out the water bottles. But the jacket that someone left, which, by the way, why did they leave their jacket? See, I saw that on the way coming through, and I was like, huh, they must be nearby. There must be like somewhere where you can swim or something. But I mean, it's been probably an hour since I came through here, maybe an hour, 20 minutes, I don't even know. Time has become a little irrelevant for me. But it's still there. So anyway, if you're missing a jacket, it's on the Paugussett Trail. Paugussett? I'm probably never gonna say it right. I think it's Paugussett. Editor, let me know. Anyway, just driving, or I just said just driving, but no, I'm just walking. See, that's how much driving we have been doing in comparison to walking. Just walking. Well, we got a new GoPro battery. Whatever it is, I think passed. Oh, that was a good climb right there. That was a decent grade up. We have climbed down, we must climb back up. It doesn't even probably show it in the GoPro, but I mean, it's a good little climb. Nothing crazy. Don't get me wrong, it ain't nothing crazy, but the little rock scrambling is fun here. It's just nice to put your hands on some rocks. All right, we gotta come up this way, if I'm not mistaken, is the way we came through. Right, we don't go down that way, do we? No, maybe. Down and then up, yeah, okay. Okay, here we go. Doing a little climbing. Yeah, there's something rustling around those woods. Probably just squirrel. Little fuckers. Okay, up this way. Whoa. All right, we are at 1,800 feet of elevation done so far, 7.85 miles. 8 miles under the legs, still feeling great. Definitely feel like I'm losing some energy for sure. Excited to eat food. I might have to eat something with very calorie dense. I'm thinking like Indian food tonight, honestly. I haven't had Indian in a while. And the rice and chicken, good protein, good source of carbs to keep up the energy, because I think I might go for another hike tomorrow. Just kind of planning my week out a little bit. Tomorrow, we have to, I told you guys this earlier, we have to bring the hitch we have to bring the car to get the hitch put on at the Jeep dealership. But after that, we have the day. So it would be nice to go for another hike. I will say that in the 3 hours and 40 minutes I've been hiking,
I've seen a surprising lack of people for how beautiful this day is. But, and you guys know my thoughts on this, like I'm kind of inverse on this. I like busy hiking trails just because I like saying hi to people, you know, I'm that guy. And if you're the person that hates when I say hi to you, I'm sorry, but it's just, I can't help it. I love saying hi to people. I'm very social. I can't help it. I really can't. I try and then it bursts out. But if you are one of those hikers that likes absolute peace, quiet, serenity, and just like, you know, you want it all to yourself, this is a good trail to do it, really. I saw a grandfather and his granddaughter, and they were doing some geocaching. Okay, I think I take it right here. Okay, we officially have 2 miles left, and just one more climb, and then we are, you know, we are good for the day. I am feeling shot a little bit. I'm not even gonna front. Like, I definitely could keep walking if I had some Chomps bars, some energy, or like some of those honey gels that they have, that the marathon runners have. Just something like high in calories, low in maintenance. But yeah, no, I'm just walking, you know me. Journey never ends. I'm that guy. So anyway, yeah, I just passed by the little stove chimney thing again. So I know we're making our way there. Just 2 miles left, and we're back to the car. We got some boo-boos. They just ran past me. There's another one over there. There they are. Well, we're almost to the road. Okay, we have made it back to solid ground. Whew. All right, I think we take a left here if I remember correctly. All right, we are at 9 miles, 1,965 feet of elevation gained. And it's really such a beautiful day. Feeling shot, but that was on account of bad planning. I should have brought some extra calories with me, and I think I would be not as in rough shape as I am, but I'm not in that rough of shape either. I'm almost back, so I'm gonna really sink in and, you know, make my way there. All right, this is the last significant kind of climb before we make it back inevitably to the car. We did the road walk, and gotta say, I'm ready for some food. Boo Boo, we were just cool 2 minutes ago. Boo Boo, chill out. All right, we're good. Oh. Oh. He's like, you motherfucker. It's true. Thighs are burning, calves are burning. Boots, all of it. Okay. Can you tell I'm burnt? Little guy over there looking right at us. Rocky Raccoon checked into his room. I had a stunning realization that the way like my legs feel right now and the way I feel right now, this is how, like when I always tell y'all when I weighed 285, I would walk 100 feet. Like, I'm fine, I'm not having a heart attack. But like, this is how it would feel right away at 100 feet. And I'm now only starting to feel this way at 9.6 miles and 2,181 feet of elevation gained. Although really, we only, 300 feet up and down just a bunch of times. But this was a good hike. I feel great. I'm really happy with the progress that I've made physically. Like, I really am doing things that I always dreamed of doing, but I never thought I would be able to because I was just so big. But I'm here and I'm doing them. And it just really is, it's really, I want to give a quick shout out to a few people. Shout out to Cousin Eric for always pushing me to do better. And also, there are some YouTubers out there that I want to give quick shout outs to, and I'll link their channels below because, they've inspired a lot in my life and the way my life is going. But I'd like to shout out Kara and Nate. I started watching them maybe during COVID, maybe a little bit later. And I saw this idea of like the van life, and I was like, wow, that sounds awesome. And like, they were creating these vlogs, and they turned me on to Casey Neistat and his vlogs, and it really, it really moved me because I liked vlogs as a form of content. I would watch like, when you're 20, I would watch like Nelk Boys and Logan Paul vlogs or whatever, and watch the cool shit that other people were doing. And so I would like to give a shout out to Kara and Nate for kind of refining my ideals from just wanting to get fucked up and film that to go out and adventure and like see the world, because it's an amazing thing. So shout out both of them. Go subscribe, even though they have 3 million subscribers more than me. But if you don't subscribe to them, Kara and Nate. And then I also like to shout out the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel. I have watched every single one of his videos, every single one, probably more than once. He is my hands down like my favorite YouTuber. I just love the camping stuff, and he just records using a GoPro, and like, it's just super cool, and I really enjoy his content. He's got a great personality too. He always is cooking up some bomb food and just hiking, and he's my kind of guy. So shout out to the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel. Who else has helped me get here? There are tons of people. It's so hard to name them. I'm trying to think of any other YouTubers, but those are really the... Oh, and then you know what? Shout out to PewDiePie for making content all this time. And like, the thing I've realized is like, these people don't have to make content. They make it because they want to. And like, I like watching PewDiePie's videos now that he's had his son, and like his vlogs with Marzia. It's just, it's so wholehearted, and every time I watch them, I find myself tearing up because I've been watching PewDiePie since, I was a kid. And it's crazy just to see him go from this gamer who is in his apartment, like slinging cuss words to like a father, and like, he's a climber, and he does a whole bunch of cool stuff. So I just have a great respect. So make sure you go subscribe to PewDiePie. And shout out to Mr. Beast. Fuck it, why not? I think he's getting canceled right now, but I can't front. I have watched pretty much every Mr. Beast video as well. So yeah, no, there's just been a lot of influences that have pushed me here, and we haven't even talked about musical influences or anything like that. But anyway, we are almost back to the car, and then we are gonna get some food. This is the final stretch of paved road, and then we are back to the car.
this has been a really good hike. I feel, you know, there's nothing like walking your homeland, truly. Also, in this same clip, mile 10, how many feet of elevation? 2,228 feet of elevation gained in total over 4 hours, 24 minutes, and 28 seconds. It's a good amount of movement. Really, I feel great. Tired, a little nauseous, definitely ready to eat. I think the nausea will go away once I eat. Drink some liquids. I think there might be protein, like one of the Fairlifes in my car. So I might drink that before I figure out what to do for dinner. Still debating if I want to cook or if I want to go out. I'm really feeling going out after that hike. I can't front. I am pretty shot right now. And I think, I just think some, like, I don't know, some Ponduu Rasam would be so good right now. I haven't ever taken you guys, so if I do go to the Indian restaurant, there's a really great Indian restaurant that my parents and I always go to. We're regulars. The guys in there love us because I literally tell them I want you to make it as spicy as you possibly can, like melt my face off. And they have been there and watched me eat it. So, and I will, and it will burn your face off when you tell them to do that. But I love it, like spicy food. Oh, it is my, you know, that is my go-to right there. I pretty much every meal that I eat, doesn't matter what it is, I will put some sort of hot sauce on it, unless it's pizza, because that really, I can eat the hot sauces, but when I eat hot sauce and pizza, oh, for some reason it does not like that combination. Man, this is a lot steeper coming down than I remember going up, but that's another weird thing about hiking, is like the stretches, like over certain distances. Like I felt like Poet's Path was a little bit further along in the hike than it actually is. It's literally right at the beginning. So it definitely is it definitely was a little bit of a shocker when I realized, oh shit, it's actually literally at the front end. Because when I was hiking in, it felt like, oh wow, we've made it such a distance. Nope. So, you know, that's just something funny. I was just thinking about that. But yeah, here, I'm gonna take video on this bridge, because you know what they say, cameraman never dies. Although, even if the bridge did fall, it's only like a 10-foot drop. But still, this bridge is sketchy. Okay. See you later. Dude, that bridge is fucked up. Really, like hardcore. Okay. 9.9. See, also, All Trails is wigging out because it says I only did 9.9 miles and 1,600 feet in elevation gain. But my watch says I did 2,200 feet. So I don't know which one to trust, really. A lot of people were also saying on All Trails that this trail kind of has some, it's buggy, like it has some bugs in it. I don't know, that's what the comments were saying. And I can't front, like there were a lot of the things that the comments said were true. So if you really do want a good, accurate, although someone said that they needed spikes for this, I don't know, I don't know about all of that, but yeah, maybe if there was ice, but I don't know. Anyway, it was like an icy wasteland here not too long ago, so. Yeah, the front of the trailhead really is super muddy, which is surprising because really the rest of the trail is great conditions. I mean, yeah, there were a few parts where there might have been a lot of leaves fallen, so you couldn't really see where the trail was, and maybe the trail wasn't marked. But nothing like muddy conditions. I mean, everywhere except the front. So just keep that in mind if you're coming here. The mud isn't like awful. There's just like very specific sections of it right at the kind of front and then I guess back end of the hike. So just something to keep in mind, but definitely not a deal breaker. The rest of the trail is truly fantastic. These woods are great. There are other trails around these woods as well, so I'd be definitely inclined to come back here. I've never been to this park. I've been to the one that we hiked to, so that's the thing. These are two separate parks. I think this is called Wells Mountain. That one's called Indian something. I don't know. I'll make sure editor types it in below, but they're two different parks. I've never actually been to this park. It's kind of tucked away. But I have been to the other one. Like I told you guys, Nico, Elena, Hannah, and I, we did that hike. I think it was Anna. Pretty sure. I'm like 95% sure. Okay, well, I continue to walk. All right, I think I can see the car. Whew. I'll tell you what, this guitar case, after 10 miles, it doesn't matter because I am for real. And I'll keep telling myself that until I believe it. No, but joking aside, it really doesn't feel like we lose much weight when we drink the water bottles, but I would have to realize it's because I'm literally carrying it on my back for hours and hours and hours. So, the WAP, we've made it. What a journey. Oh, I am so excited to eat some food. Shower first, though. Shower first. Oh, there she is. The WAP. Oh. Oh. Thank God. Whew. That was intense. All right. Okay, first things first. Oh, 230 calories, 42 grams of protein. It really doesn't get better than that. Let's shake it. All right. That was a successful hike. We made it 10.7 miles, 2,339 feet of elevation gained, 1,638 calories burned, and I feel great. I really do. Just shot. If there is one thing Connecticut does have, that is traffic. It is the one unavoidable in Connecticut. You could really get around this state. You could get anywhere. I'm convinced you could get anywhere in this state in 1 hour if it weren't for traffic. Truly. Okay. Oh, I need to get the flash back on here. I changed, took a shower. Look, fit check. Hold on. Fit check. That was sideways on your screen, I bet. Pretty exhausted. Can't front. Not gonna front you guys. I'm pretty tired. But I have decided that I am gonna go out to dinner, get some Indian food. I haven't had Indian food since I left. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be great, and it's gonna be good. Eat some rice, eat some chicken. Smells great out here. Anyway, we journey onwards. Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
Doing good. Just.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's super. What's wrong with that? Like, no need to mention it, right? Right, but like I talked to Franklin and to us in 10%.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
So, I mean, I'm not on call everything. So, is
Thank
that all
you.
later? I was wondering if we would overlap any.
Wait.
I'm operative chief on call on the 3rd. And also on May 15th.
Camera eats first. That's what Sarah always says.
No, I mean, like, conflict of interest. I don't want other people to think I'm just strings for him unnecessarily. I already let Toas know, and let Franklin know, no, they ordered that. I got you the mushroom top. Stop by all you. It's all you, sir.
Thank you. Perfect. Thank you so much. Oh wait. Shit. I'm such a bad YouTuber.
I know, but I'm talking like this. It's a normal mom.
Yes, that's a normal one. You were done earlier with not normal.
Okay, the food was smacking. I am fully satiated. That was so delicious. Shout out Coromandel, Orange, Connecticut. It is a staple in the places I like to eat in Connecticut, especially for Indian food. It's so good. But about to head home and then just kind of edit for a few hours before we go to bed. No one believes me when I say I have a big cat, but look at the size. He's the size of Mom's torso. He's a big cat. Okay, so we have to actually take my car to the car dealership right now because we're supposed to drop it off at 7 a.m. tomorrow. And my family doesn't do 7 a.m. My parents don't do that. So we are going to go drop it off now. And then that way we don't have to wake up in the morning. Hey y'all, it is super late, and it is also hot in my room, so I've got my fans blowing. I just wanted to say, I hope you have a wonderful night. It is late. It's past midnight again, but I'm just about to go to bed. I wanted to say goodnight to all you beautiful people out there. The clip got cut off, the GoPro shut off. It's a sign that it's time for bed. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace out. Damn.